This is me. Right now, I'm putting on a high visibility vest in a public place as to not have the police called on me, because I'm about to permanently install something into this public wall in broad daylight. But, to fully understand what's going on here, you need to know a few things about me. 1. I love public art. I love turning a corner in a city and randomly seeing something pretty like a mural, a statue, or mosaic art.
There is a man trapped inside the bean.
2. I like Legos. As a kid, I would love making little funky scenes out of whatever new sets I got from Christmas. Like this one, and this one. Wow! And 3. I like book nooks. Book nooks are really cute. They're so cute. 4. I have lived in the same area my entire life. Lining one of the main roads is a brick wall. And one of those bricks in that wall is broken. And has been broken. For over 10 years. I have driven past this one broken brick hundreds, maybe even thousands of times in my life, and for as long as I remember, it has been a decadent black scourge upon this fair city of suburbanites, a stain upon an otherwise flawlessly mundane brick wall outside of a luxury housing estate, an imperfection so villainous and sour, it doth make my veins bulge like the Appalachians, and my whole being retch at the mere and dirtened and sin-strucken sight of it.
So I'm gonna do something about it, okay? I'm gonna do something about it. Nobody else is gonna do something about this damn brick, so I will. I will, okay? I will. Damn it.
So, here's the plan. Fix this wall and improve my city in the process by combining all this stuff into one wonderful amalgamation of a Lego, a book nook, but it's a brick, but it's a Lego brick nook. Step 1 is simple enough. This brick is dirty. It's like full of trash and some random peanut shell. Let's clean that out a bit, and then once we have a clear canvas, we can take some measurements. You know, I never really understood the pain of construction workers until I did this. Like, it's so hard keeping your hands so still and the exact same distance apart while you're taking it to the measuring tape. And now, after we have the size of our canvas, we have to decide, you know, what to actually put into it. Book nooks always have a little scene inside them. A mythical alleyway, a tiny library, and this cool looking guy. My idea was to make a sort of meta-commentary of a book nook, brick wall, Lego combo thingy. And because this broken brick has been annoying me for so long, I like to imagine that I probably wasn't the only one. Maybe a few little Lego construction workers in between gigs saw this broken brick and decided to just start fixing it up as a service to the city. And so, mock-up in hand, it was time to head over to the garage and brush off my dusty old Legos once again. After I was done with this, I then realized, because I'm very good at planning and thinking ahead about things, and I mismeasured absolutely everything and never once decided to check it against the box which I had already built. So I ended up having to take the entire build, deconstruct it, then reconstruct it smaller within the confines of the acrylic box that will actually, you know, fit into the wall. So then after the base set was done, I wanted to add a little flair. I started to print some custom stickers for the set on this old Cricut my mom had. One would be for a big white sign that says brick under construction to make it very clear to any passerby what the scene was about. The second set of stickers were just some, you know, basic generic warning signs to go on this crate here. You know, nothing too special, nothing to lose it over or anything. Then I had to glue all those other loose little bits down, which I ended up doing in the side yard with my bird. It's the thing. It's not coming out. Here, play with this. No, you can't eat the Lego. Look how cute it is. And this one's you. This one's you. Then I left the glue to dry overnight. But when I came back the next morning, all the Lego around what had been glued had been covered by this weird white substancey stuff. So can someone smarter than me please explain what this is in the comments? Thank you. Mwah. Then I realized I didn't like how I could see all the way through the back of the thing. So I decided to spray paint it to give it some more texture while still allowing light through the back of the wall.
Hey, that's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty dirty.
And the very last step was to glue on the front, which my dad also helped me with. And voila, it is done! So what do you think? Let me know in the comments. I, for one, am really proud of how it turned out. I tried to make it as creatively quirky and Lego-like as I could. Like this little guy taking his lunch break on the rafters, inspired by that one picture everyone knows. Or this other guy with a banana in his wheelbarrow. Silly guy. Bananas don't go in wheelbarrows. I also ended up adding a few little extra silly bits, like the infamous pizza rat for the oldies of the internet. I also added this little yellow plant here in the corner, which is an actual invasive plant called mustard that grows in a lot of construction sites in California. Also, the warning signs. Nothing too special about them. They probably mean something like, if you use these tools wrong, you may lose a limb. Or, something like that. Now for the last and most important step. Putting this tiny thing into the other, bigger thing.
Oh, cars everywhere. There's cars everywhere. There's so many cars.
So, here I was. After all these years, I was finally prepared to face this brick, my mortal enemy, once and for all. The only wall in between me and my adversary was a crosswalk, 4 lanes of traffic, and the mild threat of the police being called on me.
So there's people all the time. And the only way to solve that is to hope they don't look.
Millions of thoughts were running through my mind. Would the passerbys notice? Would they care? Or would they thank me with a rumble of applause for once and for all vanquishing the ugly, ugly brick which has been haunting them for years? All of this was weighing in on me as I got into position. The brick had finally found itself pushed against the wall, and as I stabbed my weapon into its fragile and frail exterior, its reign of terror on the city finally, fatally, crumbled.
Well, there it is.
Lads, we had done it. With our foe vanquished, cemented into the ground, all that was left to do was sit back and watch, as the citizens of this town rejoiced. A glorious celebration, a wonderful liberation, a beautiful brick. And me? After all this time I spent, more tormented, brick-gassed, mason rejected, I could finally, groutfully, rest easy. So it's been a few months now, dyed my hair in that time, and the Facebook page for the moms of the city that I installed it in just noticed it, and they actually quite love it. Like, they love it a surprisingly big amount. I was kind of joking about this having like a big effect on my city, but it kind of did. At least it had a big effect in that it's making a lot of people smile as they walk by it on their morning walks. So that's all I could really ask for in the end of the day. Thank you, see you later, like and subscribe.